Okay, so your remote isn't working, you can't program it, so you got out this book, you turned to page 13, and you followed all these steps, and it still doesn't work. I probably know what your problem is. I had the same problem. The first thing I noticed was this screen in this book does not match this screen on the TV. Doesn't matter. Same screen, different layout. So no matter which screen you got, all you got to do is look for this remote address down here at the bottom. On my TV it happens to be set at number 1. Okay. Now the deal is, I had it set on number 1. I went through the steps in the book and it still wouldn't work. I looked on the internet, everybody told me to do the same things, still couldn't get it to work. I finally broke down and called a technician. What happened was, my remote quit working. I'm going to pass this camera over to my wife and let her hold it on my hands for me. Bring my hands up a little bit. Alright, what happened was, on my remote, this satellite button quit working. So when somebody bumped one of these other buttons, I couldn't get it back on satellite, so none of these buttons would control my satellite. So I went to the other TV and I got this remote. I'm going to program it to my box so that I can use it until I get a new remote. And I tried everything, couldn't get it to go. What they weren't telling me in the book or on the internet, what I didn't know until I finally broke down and called the technician. See how this one is just plain black and this has got a green number 1? Well, if you take the battery cover off, you can pull this out. Now this is just a plain black cover that goes in there. Alright? Doesn't really matter much. But this one here that they tell you is just so you can tell the difference between your remotes. You can pull it out and you can flip it over to where it's blue number 2 instead of a green number 1. What they don't tell you is inside this there's a little chip that helps with the programming. And when I had this set on blue number 2 like this, no matter what I did, I could not program this remote to my box. The technician told me that was a chip in there and I needed to turn it to the green number 1. Once I did that, I went through the steps one more time, worked perfect. So if you're having problems with programming your remote, check and make sure that your chip is turned the proper way. If it's not working, just take that sucker out, turn it over, try again. If it don't work, then you've got another problem or you need a different chip. But this is a step that they were leaving out, and I thought maybe this would help everybody. And if you already know the steps, you can just go ahead and go through them and turn this off now. For those of you who don't know the steps, I will go ahead and show you. First thing that you're going to want to do to get to this screen is you're going to go over here to your box and you're going to push the power button and turn it off. Okay? Then you're going to push channel up or channel down, either one. And that's going to bring you up to your information screen. Now sometimes it's going to want to go through its programming. I guess you waited a little too long to push that button or whatever. Just turn it back off, turn it back on until you get this screen. It may take a few times. Alright? Once you're on this screen, remember, it doesn't have to look like that one. It's just got to be the screen. What you're going to do is you're going to press and hold down this satellite button till all these lights light up. Once they light up, you let go and that is going to keep blinking. You're going to come down here and you're going to match. See, mine's number 1, so I'm going to push number 1 on my remote. Then I'm going to push the number button, then record, and it's done. Right there, it's programmed. When I turn the TV, the satellite box back off and back on again, it's going to come up with the regular TV, and my remote will control the TV. It won't right now because I ain't got the chip in it. But anyway, that's how you do it. And like I said, if there's any more problems after that, there's something wrong. But you can have a brand new remote, brand new box, and it's not going to work unless the chip that goes in this slot is turned the right way. Hope this helped you out. See you later.